So I've known Jean from her Raleigh days. I was here when she was nominated to be the director, which I was very pleased and worked hard for that because I thought she would be a good director.
I was on the board of the State Arts Council, so I got to work with her in terms of committee meetings and projects going on, and found that she was very professional and very competent about everything she did. So, of course, I was thrilled when she got the job here.
And then I would come up in the summer and spend a lot of time, because I came every summer for 2 weeks. So I spent quite a bit of time with her. I was here when she and Tom drove to, I think it's Blowing Rock, to interview A.B. Harris. I had not met A.B. before, but Jean knew A.B. from Raleigh. He was a retired North Carolina State University campus planner. So he was an ideal person. I met him, and we asked him if he would do the campus master plan for Penland, which was a major step. That's an interesting example of how Jean works. I'd already been around for several years, and I don't remember anyone saying, hey, we need a master plan so that we don't do things and screw up around here. But she was always thoughtful and thinking ahead, and knew that if we were going to have a successful campaign, we needed a master plan to start with. And then we needed a good list of what it is we were going to raise money for. And so she was always thinking ahead, and way ahead of me.
The Pines Walk, the Pines Portico, the Iron Studio, the Wood Studio, the Print and Letterpress Studios, Drawing and Painting Studio, the Book Art Studio, Photography Studio, the Papermaking Studio, the Glass Studio Rear Porch, the Clay Studio Porch, Metal Studio Porch.
And people always ask me about Jean as director, and I always say to them, Jean as director has the school in mind. It's not what she wants to do, it's what she sees as is best for the school. It's all about taking care of the school, taking care of the studios and the students.
Mm-hmm. The maintenance facility and the storage facility. The sleeping cabins, the Wyatt Apartments, the Guest House, the Roost, Heyman House, Dora's Place, Dorm 54, Radcliffe renovation, Ridgeway renovation, the Pines renovation, Horner Hall renovation, the Penland Gallery expansion, the new Northlight, the Core House, a new network of trails, water system expansion, and life safety improvements for the Pines and Craft House.
2 campaigns raised a combined $44 million. Annual giving has grown by 1,171%. Benefit auction income has grown by 268%. The endowment has grown by 709%.
People are amazed at the quality of the studios and how they're taken care of. They come here, they get involved in classes. They have no idea how the school is run, except it runs well, so they don't have anything to complain about.
50 endowed special scholarships, 40 annually funded special scholarships, 40 higher education partner scholarships, 34 partial scholarships. Scholarships sponsored by various partner organizations. More than half of Penland students receive some form of financial assistance.
She totally embraced Alan's and my decision to start the OLA scholarship, and I think it's been 15 years now, plus or minus. There are 25 students that have come from Los Angeles to Penland, and it has literally changed their lives.
Jean's support for community collaborations helped create a series of programs that have provided art experiences for thousands of school children and area residents and have transformed Penland's relationship with the surrounding community.
The most difficult part of being an executive director at Penland is that you represent many constituencies. You've got the local community, you've got your staff, you've got the artists who come here every year, you've got the board of directors. You've got to appeal and work with all of these communities. The hardest part of the job, I think, if you think about it, is satisfying these various communities. And I think Jean was fantastic at it.
A couple related things that Jean has done during her tenure is she has built a very strong and engaged board, one that not only supports the school and supports the campaigns, but supports her. In addition, and even more importantly, is she has built an incredibly strong and professional staff with skills that have allowed Penland to move forward and do all the wonderful things it has done during her tenure.
Of course, it hasn't just been raising money, putting up buildings, and trying to keep everyone going in the same direction. Jean has had to develop specialized skills such as posing, using ceremonial tools, pointing at maps, cutting ribbons, holding things, looking at artwork, toasting, and of course, talking into microphones. So many microphones. And possibly her favorite part of the job, wearing costumes.
It's been 20 years, and from my perspective, I've been around those 20 years. Two things have happened. The improvement to studios and housing has been amazingly significant. On the other hand, I'm up here every summer, and the students that come here and the relationship between the students and the school is exactly, in my view, the way it was 40 years ago in my case. So there's still this excitement, and people, it's still a life-changing experience for students. I really don't see much that's changed in that regard.
Thanks, Jean.
Thanks, Jean.
Thanks, Jean.
Thanks, Jean.
Thanks, Jean.
Thanks, Jean.
Thank you, Jean.
Thanks, Jean.
Thanks, Jean.